Hi, Mark Anderson here, mortgage banker at Paramount Bank. I do lend in all 50 states, and I would love the chance to earn your business. Feel free to call me or text me anytime, 314-599-0511. So I have been doing a series of daily videos keeping people aware of what's going on impacting mortgage rates. And I've been doing these videos for about the past week. Today is the first day that I don't really have anything super dramatic to say in terms of the rate environment. We're at pricing that is pretty much the same as where we were at yesterday. What I wanted to cover today was actually the nuts and bolts of what it takes to lock in a loan. I've made references throughout these videos to basically a strategy recommendation that the best thing you can do if you're on the fence about refinancing is to supply all the information that the lender is going to need. Hopefully that lender in this case happens to be me, but basically advising people to supply all the information so that your lender can lock the loan essentially at a moment's notice. So I'm just going to cover very briefly what exactly that information is. Number one, in order to lock a loan, I need a loan application. Now, a lot of lenders rely on an online application form, which is fine. I have an online application form that you can use if you would like. What I tend to vastly prefer is to just go through the application over the phone. It gives us a chance to get to know each other a little bit. I can ask follow-up questions. It's a much more personalized process than filling out a form. And I find that I'm able to actually take a more accurate, detailed loan application just by running you through all those questions. Now, that application lives right up here in my head, so I will just walk you through all the questions, fill in all the blanks, and then after we get off the phone, will enter everything into to our loan system. The application covers your basic information: name, social security number, date of birth. Covers where you work, how much money you make, what money you have in the bank, what real estate you own. And then there's a section on declarations, which covers questions like, have you had a bankruptcy within the last 7 years, et cetera, those types of questions. Once I have that information, I load it into a piece of loan software. From there, I have to pull a credit report. That is a hard inquiry. If you're going to be doing multiple inquiries, I recommend doing that within a 14-day period. From what I've read, the credit bureaus will count multiple inquiries from mortgage lenders within a 14-day period as one total hard inquiry, as essentially not to punish the consumer for doing a little bit of shopping around. Once I have the credit report pulled, I'm going to do an evaluation of the application. So, do we have sufficient income to qualify? Do we have the right amount of assets to qualify? Do we have a loan application that's going to be approved? The last thing I ever want to do for anybody is waste their time. And so I'm going to do a very thorough evaluation of that application. I'm going to determine whether or not you are going to be approved for whatever loan program we're looking at. Once I have all that information in place, I am in a position where essentially all I have to do is click a button. Well, it's a few buttons. But that process, from the time that we get on the phone and talk through the application, let's call that 10, 15 minutes. It's going to be another 15 to 20 minutes for me to enter that information. By the time I have everything put together, we might be talking as much as an hour before I've got everything in place. I've analyzed the file and I'm ready to lock. If you get that process out of the way, then pretty much what you can do is we can keep in touch on a daily basis. And if and when the rates hit your target lock position, then again, I just go in and click the button. So I thought that might be useful to go over exactly what information was involved with that. Again, the interest rate environment today, we're seeing some positive signs. There's one national lender today that made a price change for the better after their initial rate sheets were issued. We're seeing good performance in the mortgage bond market. So all is well so far. This could change very quickly, but I still think now is actually a very favorable time to look at locking in for your refinance or your purchase scenario. Again, any questions, reach out to me anytime. Thank you very much.